Hey, my name's Ivan, and today I decided I'm going to stop smoking weed.
Oh no. Oh no, hell no, man. Y'all done up and done.
I think there's probably a lot of different reasons. So basically, what happened today is I was getting ready to go to my dealer's place. I had it all figured out. I was going to go over there. I just got back from vacation where I didn't smoke any weed. And I got back, and the first thing I did was smoke weed. I was totally out of it. And then I thought, okay, today I'm going to go to my dealer's place. And I was about to go, and then this episode of Freaks and Geeks came on. And I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's a great show. Check it out. And basically, the whole episode was about the character, the Jason Segel character, that was smoking a bunch of weed, and Linda Cardinelli didn't want to be with him.
Nick is stoned all the time. He deals with his parents when he's high. He goes to class when he's high. Why would he do that?
Because he's unhappy.
That's right. That's right. He's unhappy. We're all unhappy. That's the thing about life, Millie. That's the horrible thing about life.
And I don't know, like it really spoke to me. I figured like I kind of idolize those guys, and I feel like if Judd Apatow thinks that it's good to do an episode about prevention like that, then maybe I shouldn't smoke it. But I went to my dealer's anyway. I took off, and on the way there, my car stopped working. It was like totally fucking up, which isn't unnatural, but it was just like it all added to my sort of weird feeling about the whole situation anyway. And then I got there, and I realized I had left my cell phone back at the house, so I couldn't even call him even if I wanted to. So I kind of strolled around outside, and I couldn't figure out a way to get in touch with him. And I went home to get my cell phone, and then when I got home, I was like, man, like I don't believe in omens or any of that shit. But it's a really fucked up situation. So I just decided to like round up all my pipes or whatever and just kind of like look at them and like make a decision. I always kind of kept all my stuff in various places, but recently I've been keeping it all inside this Bucky O'Hare lunchbox, sort of like Thermos brand lunchbox. And I thought, oh, it's super funny, Bucky O'Hare. Everybody kind of begs the question, like, oh, did you watch that show, whatever. So I didn't want to get rid of that because I like this, and so I took it all and I put it inside a plastic bag, and I didn't know what to do because most of them were made out of metal, so like I could throw them in the trash or whatever. But I decided to be really dramatic, so I grabbed like a spray bottle, like bleach, and I like sprayed them in the bag. I was like, oh, fuck you, you ruined my life, blah blah blah, and I put them all inside the bag, and then I tossed the bag out. So that was it. That's pretty much it. Now I'm making this film. That was like 15 minutes ago. Like I said, I think there's a lot of different reasons why I decided that it's time to do it now. I've always had a problem with this kind of stuff, I guess. There's like people who can handle it. Like I have lots of friends who just, casual smokers, and they have, their own companies, and they're doing shit, but they, have a blunt every once in a while. I could never do that. It was always like fucking once every 45 minutes kind of thing, and use little one hitters till I felt like a fucking crack addict. I think I'm a really talented guy. I mean, I know I'm a talented guy. I can do lots of things. I've done a lot of things, but I kind of like got to a point where I just couldn't focus it anymore, and I'm all over the place. So, and I think I mean most of the problems I've had, like weight issues and motivation issues, I think they're probably all related to marijuana. It's like the one constant, like the one thing that's the same in all of my problems, every situation. It's like, oh, and I also smoke weed, and I smoke it all the time. So when the first thing you do in the morning is smoke weed, like it's really altering your mind for that day. People say that you can't get addicted to weed. Now I agree. Physically, I don't think you can physically be addicted to weed, but mentally, I absolutely think that you can be addicted to weed. I tried to quit a while ago, And when I did, I had some really bad episodes, like some really bad sort of breakdowns, and I thought it was because I was using weed to self-medicate sort of like a larger problem, in the place of, like SSRIs or any sort of pills like that. I thought I would just use weed, and that would kind of level me out. And it leveled me out, but I thought that the breakdowns were due to the fact that I needed it, but I think that they were due to the fact that I still wanted it, and I was going through a bit of a withdrawal, albeit, self-induced, but a withdrawal process altogether. Oh, fuck. I think one of the biggest issues I've always had with trying to quit, because I have tried before, and I wanted to analyze them and kind of look at like what are the issues. I guess I'm just doing that in real time with you. The biggest reasons why I would go back, I think, was just like boredom for one, and then seeing other people do it who are successful, who've been able to sort of just be stoned all the time and still be successful at what they want to do, and super creative. And I felt like my creativity kind of came from smoking weed, but I don't necessarily think that that's the issue. But just boredom, general boredom. Like it's life is fucking boring sometimes, man. Like my job can be really boring, and I sit all day, and I'm not getting any exercise or doing anything really creative there. But I mean, I still enjoy it. But if you're bored, then you're gonna be really likely to relapse. I don't want to do like one of those Alcoholics Anonymous or like Narcotics Anonymous support group type things, because I've always kind of been under the assumption that in the end, after all the whatever, and they try and make it seem on the level, but in the end it's all about you trying to accept Christ into your life. And I'm a secular humanist. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. It's not logical, and I don't need some sort of omniscient figure to mete out justice on me, or to tell me how to live my life. I think we can all just live our lives with common sense, and logic tells us just respect yourself and respect your neighbors, right? I don't need anyone to tell me to do that. You shouldn't either. I've always been a big proponent of that abstinence from something is not really discipline. That, like, true discipline comes with in moderation. So if your dad's an alcoholic, don't be like a straight edge kid. You should drink and keep it all controlled, and that's a big fuck you to him. Like, hey buddy, I can control my life, and I didn't let it consume me like you did. Like, maybe there is no moderation in this situation for me though, and I think it's probably that way for a lot of you, and I'm pretty sure if you know who you are, if you're watching this and it makes you feel funny or angry at me or something like that, then maybe there's a reason for that, and maybe you should take a step back and take a look at how everything's working for you too. I mean, if it's not working for me, maybe it doesn't work for you. Maybe it's time to just can it for a while. I'm not trying to preach, because I just decided like 20 minutes ago that this is what I want to do. So I'm not trying to preach to any of you. I love you all. I hope you support me and kind of understand what I'm trying to do here. If you don't, let me know, and we can discuss it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Okay.